Yes, you. Welcome to the You're Not Getting Any Younger podcast, a podcast for people who want to disrupt their lives for a good reason, to make it count. I'm your host, Jen Glantz, and every week I'll drop a new episode with stories from real people just like you, who woke up one morning and decided to make big changes, starting with small things. We'll cover topics like entrepreneurship, love, failure, and self-care. Hey, you're not getting any younger, so let's make this an adventure. Ready? Today's episode is brought to you by the You're Not Getting Any Younger Facebook group. Whether this is your first time listening to the podcast or you are an MVP and have listened from the start, come join us on Facebook. We have a secret free Facebook group. If you search groups in Facebook, you will find the You're Not Getting Any Younger Facebook group. Over 1,400 incredible, fascinating, helpful humans are there, starting conversations, answering questions, helping each other out, and most of all, just making sure that we are all squeezing the most we can out of this one shot we have at our lives. So if you're feeling alone, you need a boost of motivation, or you just want to connect with like-minded people, go to Facebook, search groups, and search You're Not Getting Any Younger. We're there for you. Hey, any youngers, it's me, your host, Jen Glantz. Welcome back to another episode of the You're Not Getting Any Younger podcast. It's good to be here. I hope that you are doing as well as you can. We're climbing toward the end of another month. We are at the month of June. I can't believe it, but that is the truth. And today I want to talk about something that I think we could all use. And what that is we need to open up our closets and wear some clothing. And what I mean by that is our lives have changed over the past couple months. Depending on who you are, what you do, no matter what you do and who you are, your life has changed. And so has your habits, so has the way you dress. I have exclusively worn workout clothes and pajamas for the past couple months, and I'm a little bit proud of it. But the other day, I cleaned out my closet, and I realized that I have been hoarding a ton of really fun clothing that I've bought over the years. And I've worn a lot. If you know me in real life, you know that I have a very funky, weird, unusual style. I wear very bright things. I wear a ton of sequins and glitter, like over the top. I will wear glitter on glitter on glitter, okay? And in the past couple months, I haven't worn anything because I haven't had any place to go. But the other night, I had this panel that I was on. It was very informal. There wasn't that many people there or anything like that. It was virtual, of course. And usually I just throw on like a nice little top and I wear my pajama shorts. But the other day I was like, you know what? I'm going to bust out a fancy outfit. Like the fanciest thing I have, something I would wear to like a dinner or a party or an extravaganza. And I wore it. And people were sort of laughing. There were some comments made, but you know what? It's like I have this whole closet of clothes, and so do you, that you haven't touched in a very long time. What are you waiting for? I worry about that because I want us to break out of this mindset of waiting for opportunities, waiting for special occasions, and instead, I want you to wear your good stuff every day. And what I mean by that quote is, I don't want you to wait around. I don't want you to wait for the right opportunity, the right moment, the right feeling. I want you to act now. So yeah, wear your good clothing, okay? But it's also a metaphor here. I'm talking metaphorically here about also wearing your best self in situations. What I mean by that is you probably have an email or two you've been dreading to write, or you know you have to write, or you've been waiting for the right moment. Wear your best today. So send that email. Why are you going to wait for next week when you feel a little bit better about sending the email? Or why are you going to wait for a month from now? Do it now. And the same thing with other things you've been wanting to try, wanting to do is get over this waiting game. For me, it always goes back to clothing. And, back before this, one of my favorite hobbies to do with my mom was to go shopping. I'd go to Florida, we'd go shopping, and when we'd go shopping, she'd be like, oh, this is really great, but what occasion would you wear this for? And I would always say to her, Mom, I don't need an occasion to wear this outrageous t-shirt. And that's truly, I think, something I've realized recently about myself that I've missed in the past couple of months is waiting for an occasion, waiting for a knock on the door, waiting for my phone to ring. I have to be more active. And that's benefited me so much in the past couple of months. I've picked up the phone and called friends who are like, Jen, you're calling me? I never thought this day would come. So I want you to think about right now, what are you waiting to do? What are you waiting to happen to you? And can you reverse that? And I think really powerful things will happen, especially if you feel like you're in a funk. So yeah, maybe it's wearing something really outrageous around your apartment just because it's Wednesday and you feel like it. Maybe it's sending that email or calling that person or applying for that job or updating your resume or doing whatever it is you were going to do, but you're waiting for that time. This isn't a waiting game. This is your life. And it is the end of July. So what the heck are you waiting for? Put on that fancy dress, sit yourself down, and do something. All my love, Jen Glantz. Hey you! Thank you for listening to the You're Not Getting Any Younger podcast. There are hundreds of thousands of pods out there, so thank you for listening to this one. You can find the show notes for this week's episode up on our website, anyyounger.com. Subscribe, rate, and review the You're Not Getting Any Younger podcast on iTunes so that other ears around the world can listen too. Oh, and join our secret You're Not Getting Any Younger Facebook group, where over 1,000 people are talking about how to disrupt their lives, for a good reason, to make it count. Until next week, all my love, Jen Glantz.